We do have, like I said, I want to go for electronics. Obviously, I can't do that yet because I don't have any type of thing going on here. And on top of it, oh, these are getting crowded. Let me just fix those really quick. Hopefully, I don't forget what I was just talking about. Yeah, let's upgrade them. Upgrade this. Upgrade that again. Upgrade this. And upgrade that. God, all these need to be, like, upgraded. Maybe this will help. Maybe this will help them kind of figure this thing out. Well, although I think what I'm going to have to do at some point, whether it's sooner or later, is to build the university, which, of course, I was just shitting at because, like, that's a lot of money. But I think essentially in order for these companies to build up, I do need to have more educated people. So once I do that, I think it'll be a little bit easier. But for now, what I do want to take care of, as I was doing before, is to have a specialization of some sort. They mentioned culture, which culture is pretty fun to do if you can do it right. From what I understand, the easiest one is the Expo Center, which you can put down like 8 of these and put a rock concert, and people do it all the time. But I want to see if there's a different way, because I feel like that's a little bit cheap. I've done a different like playthrough of the game where I had like a ton of Expo Centers, and I think Z is the one that Royal Viking guys, Steven, he's the one that told me about it. He's like, hey, you know, if you build a shit ton of or doesn't say shit because I don't think Steven swears, but if you build a lot of Expo Centers, like, you're gonna get a lot of money. And he's right. I did get a lot of money. So I don't want to do that. What I do want to do is to have some sort of like attraction. One that is very popular is gambling. And the funny thing about gambling is it is a gamble to have a gambling. What do you call it? Specialization, because there is not a huge like 100% ratio that it's gambling. Having gambling is gambling because I don't see that always having a profit. It's slow. It stoops down, then eventually it gets up. So I don't know if that's just the way it's coded, or if you need like a certain amount of people or what. I could try it out. But first, let me, since I'm on this tab, I do have the option to have myself either, looks like an ore mine. Of course, that'll go in my residential, or the coal mine, which would go up here. And of course, I have the smelting factory, which will only really help, I think, if I have, you know, the mining factories. So, let me see. Sure, raw ore is nice, but do you know what's really nice? Metal and alloy. Smelt raw ore into metal, or add coal into the mix to smelt alloy. So, via trade. So I can have the trade market once I have those. I would need to start the ore mine, though, and unfortunately, I don't think I can afford to do that because, as you can see up here, there's that. The other thing that is pretty much suggested, actually, is to have the oil. Problem with oil is that it does. I do have to get rid of stuff. That's the only real problem. Of course, I don't think people like oil that much. They like oil, but I don't know if they really like being around it. So that's why I was glad that it's out here where it's not as conceivable. Now, I guess the best spot really for it would be to, I guess, get rid of this whole middle section here, which is exactly what I'm proposing to do right now. So let's do that. Let's get rid of these areas here because they're already like in the shit anyway. They're not appreciating anything that's going on, and of course I'm gonna have to get rid of that. So what I'll do is plop another excuse me, sewage down. Get rid of this really quick. Okay, yeah, there we go. That'll stop the fire department from coming over. So we're gonna have to get rid of this one, and we're also gonna have to de-zone all these areas. By the way, somebody asked me like, how do you de-zone really quickly? You just hold control. So you select an area, and if you hold control, it selects all of it. You can do it individually if you want, but I usually do control. It's a little bit faster. So let's get rid of all these areas here. Luckily, there's just one factory, so I don't have to worry about it too much. On top of it, we're gonna get rid of these roads. Not all these roads, but what the fuck? Okay, these ones here at least, in particular. Like this, have these go out, have these go out. It's sad to see these go, but they just were not working out. And I think it's because, like, I don't like blaming coding for anything, but I think it's mainly because, like, the people just didn't know how to use a bridge. I don't even know what the hell's the point of a bridge if people just didn't want to come over here for work. Because I got plenty of people. I get 10,000 people, so they could definitely drive down here. But as you can see, like, nobody takes this bridge. So that's all going to be their fault. And that's still going. I just gotta keep track of it to make sure it's doing all right. So let's start with our oil industry here. I can get, you know, there's a huge difference, right? 12k out of 90k. So that's almost like the maximum I could get. Here is probably going to be the maximum if I put it out here. About 150. 150 is a lot. The only problem that this, like I just did there, is I had those red boxes, and I want to see if those have anything to do with these, which I don't think they do, because I think I can build outwards. I'm guessing they were for this side, but I think if I do it right, I can see this is straight enough. I can have like these things here if I just properly do this like that. Yeah, see, so this would be essentially the same thing. I might want to do that really quickly. Let's see how much that costs. 30 an hour. That's not too bad, I guess. We'll put that there. And there we go. Eventually, I'll have to start tackling that area, which I don't really want to do. But that is something I have to think about at least. And on top of it, we can still have some sort of industrial back here again. So it wasn't too much of a loss, and it'll give us a good amount of profit. The only problem is now is that I do have the ability to get barrels of oil, but I don't have any way like to do anything with it. So what I'm thinking of is to, of course, have the trade center start that up somewhere. So I feel like maybe you know, bring that up somewhere close nearby, and it's gonna really help with the industrial area the most, because the industrial area does need a lot of trading. I should have probably actually kept it over here, but I can still find a way to put it somewhere. Probably down here. That's where I was going to put the ferry, right? Let's see here. What do we got going on here? Not enough workers, not enough workers. So this whole area can probably go to... okay, so let me try this. Let me see if this works out. Let me see if my... Shit, that's not what I was doing. Let me see if my awesome planning works out or not. So if I get rid of this and that, and then I get rid of these two things, this road, I should, in theory, be able to put down this trade center. Unfortunately, that creates a problem there. So, that's something I can take care of, though, right? I can probably take care of that. Yeah, I can take care of that. We'll just have it here for now. And, what I want to have it do is collect the oil storage lots, which right now it only has the freight shipping one, which I guess is alright. But we have the oil storage one. Eventually I'll put some more if this fills up. But manage global markets. So use locally. Kept local use. I can import it, 12,000 per 1,000, or export it, 12,000 per 1,000. So we'll see how that goes over. We'll see how this manages. We'll see how fast that fills up. We'll see how fast all this works out. And we're also going to... Does this have enough power, by the way? Oh, now higher. Okay, so we're gonna have another little truck here, and a cute sign. How much does that sign cost? No cost. Okay, have a cute little sign out here that's like, hey, you know, we got oil. We're the best. So that's what we got going on. All right, this is building up still, so that's interesting. Okay, so these guys are still doing all right. They're doing all right. That's good news. That's very good to hear. I'm glad that that's what's going on. We got the commercial zonage where it's more construction, so those roads I think did help it a bit. But we're again down in the dumps as far as income, which kind of sucks. But residential is doing all right, so we're gonna probably have to zone out a lot more residential, I think. I just wanted to make sure that it was going at a decent rate before I decided to plop a bunch of it down. The other thing I want to do is have some more parks in here, because these people are as always depressed for some strange reason. They just get more and more depressed every time I see them. Put the little plaza down there. Of course, the one thing I could do, which people have always like, yeah, more, you can add the stuff to this. Yes, I'm aware I can add this, which is why I'm doing it now, just to show you that I am capable as a human being to add things and to figure things out by myself. You guys are ridiculous. So, this will be the ultimate grand park. There we go. You guys cannot complain about how awesome this park is. And see, there's already buildings going up because I just built this giant park. So I think it was worth the investment. Although this is such like a mind-boggling game sometimes. I don't even think there's like a proper way to do it. I mean, you can try to read tutorials and I could be wrong about it, but there's like a lot of variables, I think. We've taken advantage of the opportunity water brings to build a ferry system. Yes, I know that you guys want a ferry system. I keep hearing about this goddamn ferry system. I will try to make sure that we have some sort of ferry system going on. Right now, I'm gonna zone off some quick residential. Actually, I could do it right. I could do some more right now. Yeah, let me zone this bottom stuff off as residential. See how that goes over. I'm not sure why I can't do it here. That's weird. And see how that goes over. Pretty much just want more residential, purely for the income. Income really does help me out. And the fact that they're shopping here might attract some customers. I don't know. We'll see how that goes over. What's going on here? What's doing? There's a fire. Slow today. Okay. They're still hiring. I think the ferry will have to be the next investment because there's just no people coming into the city for industrial purposes. I don't get that. People are still walking down to here, so that's becoming a routine problem, it seems like, especially with 374 people a day. Holy shit. I'm thinking maybe a park and ride would be a good idea, although I don't have any like bus system, so I'm not sure how good it actually is. Let me throw that in there really quickly. Maybe they'll, you know, park there and then they can ride. Kind of makes some sort of sense, right? For a park and ride. Hold on, let me just make sure that I don't fuck this up again, because I do have the opportunity to fuck it up if I want to. Okay, hold on. How are you? Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Wait, you almost got it. You almost had it. Right, wait. Why is it then when I stretch it out, you go worse? Fine, we'll just go halfway with it, just so I can have some sort of road. Ridiculous. High density and high density. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we have our park and ride. People can go to the park and ride, and I can pay money to have that there sitting. On top of what's already going. So, by the way, can I add a commercial? Yeah, I can. Cool. That'll attract some sort of customers down there if they want to shop. And we got these buildings going up. These ones already went up. These are actually very high-end, it looks like, which is good. High-end places are always good for me. Got an injury over here, so hospital might become the next issue. We'll see. But we're not making enough money anymore. And that's mainly due to the fact that we have the police and parks. Parks took up a lot of money. Education did too. Wow. So you're spending about 9,000 grand an hour, which sucks. But you gotta do what you gotta do. We'll send out Maxis Man again, just because we can. There's no point to have him there. And we have another place going up, which is really good too. I like having these big, tall buildings. We're gonna also increase the speed because for some reason I decreased it. But the oil is working, but now, okay, so now it's finally working and it's actually going at full speed. 100 barrels a day, 2,000 barrels of crude oil. So it's gonna have, is it gonna have the crude oil storage in here, and then it might be crude oil storage in here. I'm not entirely sure yet. But local crate is our local freight is going out, which I'm pretty sure how it works is that medium requests things, and then this will ship it out to the medium from the industrial. But although there's no workers, so it's still kind of becoming a problem here. But other than that, I mean, we'll see how this goes over. We'll see exactly how the whole freight situation works out. I'm not entirely sure how it works out, honestly. I'm not 100% convinced that it's proper, but these places still seem to be doing fine, which is very good. It was very good for me, is what I'm trying to say here. And this is a next level of medium, it looks like, honestly. Although they might have a problem with uneducated Sims. I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see when that goes up. And this building here has already gone up, and they're doing well. This is awesome. We got an awesome city going on. Everything is going as planned, I think, as far as I can tell. And we got the oil working on. So yeah, thank you guys for checking out SimCity once again. I will see you next time, and make sure to, you know, if you're like Immortal, I think you should start working on this or working on that. I will look into it, most likely, as this is the Nobs region and not the Immortal region. Although this is by my shirt city. I'm not saying that you have to buy them. You know, I'm just saying, like, you know, there are new designs available on the online store, so it's not like something you have to do, but like, you know, just something you might want to look into. Got some really cool designs on there, I think. So yeah, awesome, right? Oh, it's really dark.